Hola amigos, welcome or welcome back. I am Teo and this is, yes, my first English appearance here on this channel. So it's my first video in English. So please be kind. I know I'm aware of the accent and the nervousness that I'm feeling right now. But first of all, let's start with some wishes because it's the first video of the year of 2025, so I'm so happy for it. I hope it will be for everybody a nice year, a kind year, a peaceful year, and I hope you will have health and smiles and of course good readings. And then a bit of disclaimer before starting this video, because I know I talked last year that I will do, or I will make some research in order to do subtitles for these videos, but you helped me in the comments and also I figured it out that YouTube already does this. It's an automatic translation, so basically maybe it's not perfect, maybe it will not translate exactly, but I tested it. I watched a couple videos of mine in translation in English, old ones, and also other ones in English translated in Romanian, and I think it's working and I think it's okay. So you can do this if you want and you think it will help you, but as you see I'm not going to use very colorful language, so we'll stick to basics and make it work. So fingers crossed for everybody. I want also to say thank you, a big thank you for all the comments and all the good wishes and all the support you gave me in the comments regarding this shift, this change of the channel, and the fact that I received all these messages from you really encouraged me, and I'm happy. I'm very happy that you are okay with this change and you said you'll be here for the next year even if I will speak in English for this year of YouTube. I also take it as a challenge. I saw that also you take it as a challenge and you want also to see if you improve some of your English doing this. So just good luck everybody, good luck to me in this year, good luck everybody, and hopefully it will be okay, and at the end of the year all of us will be happy with this new change, and maybe it will help everybody in some other way. This video, the first video, it's, I think also the last year was the first video, and it's about the book bracket, about the favorite books of 2024 and the journey of finding the one book, the favorite book of 2024. And you saw that I did this last year, and then I make myself a book bracket on my notebook. So I did this book bracket page. I don't know exactly what you see, I hope it was a bit clear, and in the top section I have the favorite book of each month except March, and then I just need to compare 2 and 2 until I found the one. But I also have here the laptop, and I'm thinking to do exactly what I did last year and not writing on the agenda. I will do it afterwards, but have it here and show it you because this is my first video in English. So I also want to show the favorite books of each month and then what I choose for each month and so on. So I will also start recording. Good, now I think it's recording. We have this structure, my favorite book of the 2024, we'll find it. On the top section we have all the months and all the favorite books of each month. So let's start. From January, my favorite book was from Christine Hanna. It was named Winter Garden. I loved it. I loved it. It's just, I really still think about it. It's a war story and it's a very cruel story. It's from Russia. I didn't read until then books set in a war zone in Russia, so it was some new perspective for me and I love it. And it was the only book with 5 stars, so this one, of course, it's the favorite for the January. Then we have in February 3 books. We have Us Against You, which is the second one in the trilogy of Bear Town from Frederick Backman. Love it. I think in 2023 at the end, the favorite book of the year was the first book in this series. And now in February, I finished the second book and it's still 5 stars. Then we have The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart by Holly Ringland. A very good book. A very, very, very good book. And then The Seven Sisters, Volume 1 for Lucinda Riley from the Seven Sisters series. And from February, I chose, yes, The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart by Holly Ringland. And I choose it first of all because it's really, really good. I really felt what it was read on the paper. I really felt the words. I really had that shrinking in my heart reading the letters, and I have these memories of me reading this book and feeling all the things this child felt. And yes, it's for sure the favorite. We'll have The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart, the favorite of February. A very good book. I also watched the TV show and it was okay. It was a bit changing and it was a bit different from the book, but it really was okay. I mean, I like it. Then the March problem, because I have it empty here. The March problem is that I didn't have any 5 stars. I have just 2 books for 4 stars. And I leave it open. I think maybe I will put another book of 5 stars, and then I thought maybe it's not fair because the idea is to choose a book for each month. So I will choose a book that has 4 stars and that's it. And we have 2 books, Melissa da Costa with a book that is not translated in English. It's called like All the Blue Sky, I hope, but it's not translated yet. It's a really, really interesting book. Really, I mean, it stayed with me. It really stayed with me. I didn't thought it will, because just the final part of the book had a grip on me more. It's about Alzheimer and about losing your identity and about people that are there for you and help you and trying to make peace with this fact and with your struggle and trying to help you. It's a really good book, but the first of it, the pacing was very slow. And the second part of it, it was like flying, and I really like it, so 4 stars. And then we have Anne of the Poplars by Lizzie Maud Montgomery, and I don't know which volume is this, but it's a series that I love and most of them has 5 stars, and I think this is what I will choose. I will choose Anne of the Poplars because this book is really good, and the feeling that all the Anne of Green Gables series does to you, it's heartwarming and it's childish in a good way, and it's good. Yes, so for March we will choose Anne of the Poplars. In April we have just one option. We have The Fiery Cross from Diana Gabaldon. I don't know which volume is in the series, but it's Diana Gabaldon, it's Outlander. You know me already. I love this book, I love this series, I love this TV series. I just love it. So no question here. This part, the first section, it's very easy. The hard part, it's when we come to choosing between 2 and 2 until you find the one. So that's the hard part. This one, it's okay. In May we have, oh, is the first classic? Yes. In May we have the first classic, The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I love it. I love all the parts. I love the trial, I love the religion discussion, I love the philosophy discussions, I love the drama between the family members. I loved it all. For June, another just one option. So we have the last book in the trilogy for the Berta, The Winners. I finished this and I loved it. The Frederick Bachman, this series, I told you already, it's the best. July, okay, now we're talking. We have four options. We have The Hobbit, J.R.R. Tolkien. We have another Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Ingleside this month. We have The Mountains Sing, a very, very good story, very strong. Another war story from Vietnam, so very good. And Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Very good also. I loved it. I think it was my favorite from the series as far as I read, because I think I have also 2 more that I didn't read in this series. And what? Yes, I chose The Mountains Sing. It was really a very powerful story from Vietnam, and I've learned a lot about the tradition and about the culture and about the hardship of human and the strength, the resilience that the women have to have in order to survive, mostly or especially in this time. So yes, this is the favorite of July. The Mountain Sing by Nguyen Pha. No, I will not pronounce it. I will not try. August. The Fellowship of the Ring, first book in the trilogy, The Lord of the Rings by Gerald Tolkien. You see, this one really, it's up. And I also think that if I would have to choose from this one and another with 5 stars in August, I will still choose The Lord of the Rings, because I love it. And especially because I read it and I also heard it narrated in the same time by Andy Serkis, which was Gollum in the movie. The way he changes the voices, the way he acts. I also heard that he said it was a very difficult project from him to make this audiobook for the Lord of the Rings. Very demanding project, and I totally understand, because he's flawless. You know, just by the way the voice sound, which character it is, if it's a dwarf or if it's an elf. I mean, you just know from how it sounds. It's amazing what he did. And I also understand that he did the Silmarillion. I'm not sure if I want to read also that one. I don't know how big it is. I need to check if it's not that big, because by now I finished the whole series and it was a project demanding also for me, and then I'm not sure if I want to jump in another. Maybe I'll have some time off and then we'll see. Good. September, we have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus, we have Hannah, and we have The Story of the Lost Child by Elena Ferrante, which was the last volume in the series. What have I chosen? I think, yes, Lessons in Chemistry. I just wanted to make sure, but Lessons in Chemistry was amazing. I started the TV show, but I didn't finish it. I don't know why, because I really enjoy how they put it into the movie. They change it, of course, but not that much that upsets me. In a way, just adds a bit of more of the reality back then, so I like it. It was okay. But the book itself, I remember taking pictures of some paragraphs and send it to my brother or send it to my friend or send it to just to share. I just needed to tell somebody what I'm reading, because I was feeling it was so deep and each character was so very well defined and each person was having a purpose in the story. It wasn't just pushed there. You'll have a purpose and ambition and a passion, because I really like to see people with great passions about something, with great ambitious about something. So I really admire it in somebody else. So yes, we have Lessons in Chemistry. A very, very, very good story. October, another 4. We have The Pearl Sister from Lucinda Riley. I don't know, I think it's the 4th book, I don't know. The Pearl Sister, I remember it. It was I think my favorite from the series so far. It was in Australia, it was with pearl industry, it was with the culture of Australia. It was very nice, and I like it. Then it was The Two Towers, of course, so the sequel from the Lord of the Rings, and then the sequels, both of them from Anne of Green Gables. And I chose The Pearl Sister. Oh, I hope you don't hurt the child. But yes. November, we have Gallant from VE Shop, which I actually read in English, and The Maidens from Alex Michaelides. And for sure, Gallant was my choice. It really surprised me because I received this book and I was very curious about it. I found the images, the illustrations very good. I find it very. I thought okay, it will be like a mild horror in which to start the November, but it wasn't like this, because it was like a three story melted into one, and each story has a purpose and each story means something, and the feelings that I had for each of the lines was the moment I read the book and the first lines, and I felt it. I felt the heaviness. I felt the mysterious things. I have felt the tragedy that I knew it's there. I didn't know where or how we'll find it, but I knew something is happening. I knew something is there. So Gallant by Bishop. Good. And we have now December with two books with 5 stars. Christmas Day, the 12th story and so on from Janet Winterson, which I loved, and from J.R.R. Tolkien we have Letters from Father Christmas, and I chose Christmas Days by Janet Winterson. It was a book that I read across the whole December. The first part of December was more like one story, one recipe, then a break. The next day, one story, one recipe, then a break. At the end, I started to read a bit more, and I also, my favorite stories from this was the stories that were a bit horror, a bit with mystery, a bit of a ghost or a secret or something dark. Not all of them were like this, but I really like it. I really want to try and find what else Janet Winterson has written, and if she has something else in this area of mystery, dark, horror, spooky, whatever, for sure it will be on my list. So okay, now we have also the December, and now we can start picking, and this is the part that I don't like, and the part that it's difficult. Oh, and we start with a really too difficult one. Okay, now Winter Garden or The Lost Flowers. I have a really strong memory for both of them and a really strong feeling for both of them, and they really touch me, and both of them almost made me cry. Okay, I just think I will have the Winter Garden because I don't know, I started the year with this and it was really something very surprising. I mean, in The Lost Flowers I kind of felt that I will go into this heavy domestic abuse story. In this one I didn't know. I just entered the story and I was overwhelmed by what I found. It's also a story in two timelines, so I really like this aspect of the story. So yes, we'll have to choose Winter Garden. The next two we have Anne of Indie Poplars and The Fiery Cross. So you see, in here it's not a choice. I mean, I know I will have to choose The Fiery Cross. I just know it's Outlander, but in here it was very hard. But yes, Diana Gabaldon, The Fiery Cross, Outlander, 6th, I think. Then the Brothers Karamazov or The Winners. And as I told you, this series, the Bear Town, was the winner book of 2023. So for sure in here. But even without this, the Bear Town series and the last one, The Winners, was really, really good. But the Brothers Karamazov, it's a classic and it was filled with a lot of things. I just have to pick it. I stood, I don't know, 2 months or more on this book, and learn stuff from the brothers Karamazov. I also learn from the winners, but this is my pick. Okay, this is my pick. Okay, The Mountains Sing or The Fellowship of the Ring. I think I will choose the war story from Vietnam. I will put this one. Fantasy is I'm just starting to see how much fantasy do I like and how much fantasy I can take, because history, literature, and in this area I'm very comfortable. I love to hear stories from the times I didn't know and I didn't live. And with the fantasy, it's like a time I will, yes, it's a time I will never live. No matter how it will change, it's a fantasy, so it won't be in here. I just need to imagine how it will be if I will be there. But with The Mountain Sing, I'm feeling that maybe we cannot go there, and I hope to not go there, but it's something that can touch you. It's something that it's possible, that has been done and it can be done in the future, so it's more real to me. Lessons in Chemistry or The Pearl Sister, no doubt here, no doubt here. Lessons in Chemistry is the peak. I don't have to explain it. I mean, it's great. And from this one, again, not a discussion, it's Gallant. Okay, and now we have, yes, we need to choose for the final. And then we'll be closer and closer to the end, to find the best, the favorite, the one and only. Okay, so Winter Garden battling with the Fiery Cross. Winter Garden wins again. I think it's not a surprise. From the brothers Karamazov and The Mountain Sing, I think I'll choose the brothers. For me it was really special, this book, so yes. Oh, and then from Lessons in Chemistry and Gallant. Lessons in Chemistry or Gallant? Okay, we'll put Lessons in Chemistry. So the final is done between Christian Hanna and Bonnie Garmus, which are contemporary authors, female authors, and the big boy, the Fyodor Dostoevsky, the brothers Karamazov. The brothers Karamazov, it's basically the only classic. I think also the Lord of the Rings can be called, yes, it is called a classic, yes, for sure, it's a classic. But it's a series, so if we have in here just one standalone big classic, Russian classic, and I loved it. I mean, it was amazing. And then we have Lessons in Chemistry. In some parts it was sad, but most of the feeling was a happy feeling, and it was positive and it was optimist, and the whole trajectory of the Elizabeth, I think it was called, alone and with nobody around her, to have a family and a community. I mean, it was a lovely transition. And in Christian Hanna we have just such a hard life, such a cruel life, such a resilient women, because we have three perspectives. From, we have the mothers and the sisters, the daughters, and the sisters were very different and the mother was very different, and find at the end the forgiveness, and we find at the end the whole story and the roughness and the resilience and the hardship and so what should I choose? It's not really a competition, because in my heart I have room from each of them, so I'll just choose the brothers Karamazov. For, if you remember from the book club meeting, I was just doing the lobby for this book for everybody that said that maybe it's not that good, or they didn't feel the book, or they didn't understand, or it was more religion that they would have liked, and I was just telling that no, this was good, this is complex, this is all the things that I thought when I was a little child, and I also think now. So for me it touched some personal places, I think, more than the other two. So yes, I guess this is it. The Brothers Karamazov. I have it here. I switched the books, and now I don't know each book where it is. Oh, it's too high. It's too high for now. But if you want, I want to rearrange it a bit more. And then I would like to do some kind of presentation, and I'd like to show you the bookshelf tour. Yes, you let me know in comments if you want, and if you're interested in doing something like this. I have some new books for the ones that already watch me and know. So yes, but the winner of 2024 is The Brother Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky, a classic. I actually read few classics in 2024, and the fact that one of them was so good that comes in the top 3 and then wins the podium, it's amazing for me. But also we have in 2 we have Christian Hanna with Winter Garden, in 3rd we have Lessons in Chemistry, in 4th I think we have The Mountain Sings, and in 5th we'll have The Gallant, and then The Fiery Cross. I mean, look at them, they are great, all of them. They are great options, they are great books. I loved each and every one for different feelings, for different stories. I really like this book bracket idea. I have seen this idea from Plant-Based Bride, to try to find your favorite of the year. And yes, even though I for sure I have multiple favorites from the last year, but I'm very happy with the one and only that have won this competition. So I think this is it for this video, for the first video in English. I'm very happy that I finished, and looks like it was okay. We'll see in editing process how it really was. But thank you if you're here with me. I hope to find you in comments and to let me know how it was, this video, how you felt it, and most importantly, what is your favorite book of 2024. And now we can start another year of booktube, and not only books, because we'll have also minimalism and maybe some art and maybe some room decorations, and I have a lot of ideas. Just to have time and to have patience with me and with my accent. Please let me know how you feel it. If it's well, if it's bad, I'll just have to keep doing until I'm also more satisfied with it. So yes, never mind, I will see you in the comments. I'm very excited to see what you think about, and don't forget to let me know your favorite book of 2024. So yes, happy readings everybody, and see you soon. Bye bye.